Man, brothers and sisters, what's popping? I know I've been MIA. I know I've been MIA. I get it. However, excellent news. I'm still here. So, walking the talk. There's a picture of MLK and them, doing the Million Man March, marching on DC, blah blah blah. But that's a model for what I want to present as far as what I'm talking about. So when you have people out here, and I call them talkavists. I didn't want to make this a talkavist video and make that the image, but you have a lot of people right now who are supposed to be leaders, supposed to be, the ones. And I see a lot of shuffling of the cards and a lot of, rearranging of the cup with the whatever item underneath it. I see a lot of, sleight of hand, but I don't see any real walk with their talk. For example, making a movie so you can make money ultimately is not a physical, that's entertainment. It's funny. One of one of these individuals, I won't say his name, but he said something. He said something very enlightening. He said, you cannot engage with entertainment. Like, so a person singing a song, you can't really engage with the song. You can respond to the song, to the movie, to whatever, but you can't really engage with that. So that being said, if somebody is doing something and they're trying to tell you that I have a project that I'm making, or I'm I'll give you a prime example. There's a gentleman who's bent on proving that there's no Nat Turner, there's no Harriet Tubman. They're just make believe characters, right? He's bent on this. Now follow me. Now he can't prove that George Washington is any more real than those people, other than the fact that they put this dude's name in the books and they have pictures to go with it. Listen to what I'm saying. His logic is a flawed logic. But just like the rest of these other dudes who come here and eat at the table, who eat at the buffet of Demetrius, right on. And I know I serve up a lot of dishes that they just don't want, but the people that deal with them want to try that kind of stuff because it's different. It's exotic, but they don't walk their talk. And they talk the best game too. I mean, I might be the only person that I know that does this like this, that gets the least amount of whatever credit or whatever they want to call it. And I know that what I do influences and impacts how people see and think about things. I know it does. And I don't have to like lie to myself about it. You know what I mean? Like I know what's what. That's because I walk my talk though. I don't just say shit just to be saying it, just to be thinking it, just to be saying it. Okay? It's paperwork right here. Not bragging about nothing. Got a pre-trial on the 17th of October, 1:30. Pre-trial. Let's read through this paperwork real quick. This is another reason why I've been gone so long. I just had to like put my thoughts together, and I had to make sure I wasn't going to say nothing crazy, because I got a bag on my hands. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no reparation size bag, but it's I can get out here and move for my people type of bag. I got a bag on my hands, y'all. In the municipal court of the city of Tacoma, Pierce County, state of Washington, city of Tacoma, plaintiff versus Demetrius Antoine Jones, aka Demetrius Antoine Jones. Anyway, they spelled my middle name the wrong way the first time. My middle name has an apostrophe in it. And Antoine is not spelled the way that you guys think it is. It's Antron apostrophe E. I'm not making this up. Antoine. Case number B00262879. Incident number 232-2350-1246. Agency, Tacoma Police Department. Agency ID 2703. Declaration for determination of probable cause. Paul O. Golding declares under penalty of perjury, I am deputy city attorney supervisor for the city of Tacoma, and I am familiar with the incident and or investigation conducted by Tacoma Police Department, incident number 232-350-1246, which provided the following information. On 8/23/23, on August 23 this year, approximately around 2 o'clock or 1400 hours, Officer Goki was working uniform patrol for the city of Tacoma with PPO sheets as a 2-officer unit. We were dispatched to the Legacy Apartments in reference to threats and possible assaults. Multiple reporting parties advised that the resident of 507, black male, 5'8", thin build, later identified as SV Jones Demetrius, had threatened the property manager and assaulted a tenant. We were operating our department-issued warm body camera. While en route, 911 dispatched us that there was an officer safety hazard attached to Jones. Noting the following information: violent offender with threats to law enforcement and family, responded of extreme risk protection order with Seattle PD and King County. So as of the assault, one second. Whoa. Mix some paperwork up. There we go. So as petitioner, King County is talking about, and SPD were the petitioners, not my family. The police department put the extremist protection order on me. Y'all remember this. It should be noted that the reporting parties familiar with the subject stated his name was Jeff LaRose. This is where they fucked up, y'all. This is where the bag is at. See, I walk the talk. I really move like that. I don't just be talking about nothing. Upon review of Mr. Rose's Department of License photograph, he appeared to be an Asian male. The provided description was not consistent with Mr. LaRose's physical and closely matched the physical and unit number of SV Jones. Upon arrival, PPO Skeets, I said Sheets earlier, but this guy's name is spelled, listen, this dude's name is spelled SCHEETZ. Skeets contacted Kai Packard, who stated he was assaulted. He provided the following. Packard stated that he heard Jones was yelling at the front desk employees and heard a vague threat involving shooting. Packard approached Jones and asked him what he said. Jones, this shit is so fucking crazy because it's fabricated, but I'm going to break down what really happened. I already told y'all what happened in the last video, right on? But I'm going to break down what really happened, though, because now I can just tell the whole story. I already been arrested for it. Boom. Where we at? Packard approached Jones and asked him what he said. Jones told Packard to mind his own business and walked down to the second floor to the laundry room. Packard followed him downstairs and stated he noted the bulges in Jones's pocket. Packard asked if Jones had a gun while reaching towards him. This was when Jones punched Packard on the face and hit him another time on the right side of his face. It's not what happened. Packard then grabbed onto Jones and they both fell into the ground. That's also not what happened. Jones was able to get up and walk out of the laundry room and went upstairs. As a result of punching Packard, Packard lost a front middle tooth. Packard also stated he believes he had a concussion. It was obvious that Packard was slow with his speech and had a hard time remembering some of the details about what happened. Packard stated that he would like to press charges against Jones. Officer Goki contacted, now remember, this is Skeets. Now I'm gonna break it down to y'all because Skeets is the same one that came here and arrested me. Oh, they don't know, bro. I'm gonna bust their whole head wide open. Listen, Officer Goki contacted the apartment property manager, Hannah Witherspoon, or Witherspoon Hannah. She advised the following. Earlier today, her and another manager, there was no other manager, it was just her down there. I'm gonna have them do the cell phone pings of the other manager's phone on the same day to see if her pings ping in the building at that time when they say it happened. I got them. Don't worry. I'm gonna bust their whole heads. They be fucking up. They be fucking up. I mean, they be fucking up. But I got a bag on my hands. A bag. Listen, officer. That's why I'm laughing because I'm just like, nigga. I've never been so lined up to possibly get anywhere from 100,000 to $1,000,000. Because I'm gonna tell y'all what happened. Officer Goki contacted the apartment property manager, Witherspoon Hannah. She advised the following. Earlier today, her and another manager had placed a 10-day notice on SV Jones's apartment after they had found an issue with his unit. There's nothing wrong with the unit, y'all. SV Jones came down to the lobby, third floor, and began yelling at them. The yelling ranged from insults to saying something to the effect of, I'm gonna fuck you up. This nigga, boy, this shit is crazy. SV Jones had also stated he was going to shoot the place up. Do y'all hear this shit? Do y'all hear this? Do y'all hear this monkey ass shit? Listen, no weapons were seen, and SV Jones made no steps to carry out the threats. Oh. Witherspoon added, Jones often yells at the property managers and tenants. Witherspoon was unaware of the assault to Packard until police were on the scene. Oh, man, I can't wait to break all this shit down. Like I said, walking the talk. Witherspoon stated she had a video of Jones making the threats. Both videos only capture audio as they were pointed toward the ceiling. No threats are heard in the video, only Jones yelling at various people. Sure. Officer Goki briefly spoke with another tenant, Deborah Brody, or Brody Deborah, who overheard Jones yelling at Witherspoon and the other manager. TFD was requested to evaluate Packard, who had broken his front tooth as a result of the assault. As TFD arrived on the scene, we diverted to a report of a TPD detective being shot in the south end of Tacoma. Involved parties were provided with case numbers prior to the departure. Probable cause was developed to arrest Jones for assault in the second degree. At approximately 18:20, a property manager called back hearing the sound of gunshots fired inside the complex as they were still in the south end of the injured detective call. Other officers responded. It was learned that the shots were fired on the outside of the building. Officers were unable to locate shell casing, witnesses, or any victims of the crime at that time. Jones is also not located. No fucking shit, because I ain't did nothing to nobody. At approximately 1936, Brody had called back and reported Jones was inside the building. Officer Goki contacted her via phone while we were en route to the location. She stated that he was outside the main entrance when she noted Jones and other subjects walking back to the main entrance. She believed he had returned to his units. We, along with other TPD units, attempted to contact Jones at his unit with no answer. Brody and the property manager were made aware of the negative contact. Listen to this right here. You hear that? These niggas don't walk that talk. I walk the talk. Went down there, Made a peaceable request. Where's my phone at? Made a peaceable request. 1 second. Let me just pull up the little video on my phone. That's why I laugh, because I made a video when I went down there just about what I was down there for, right? And old girl really, you know, showed her ass. But 1 second. Here we are.
We're 8:20.
We'll see how good you go.
Office. Today's date is 8/22. We're 8/23, 2023. The heater has obstructions greater than some of those in my own unit, especially two of the heaters. Only one of the heaters has any real obstructions, and that's right by where all the TVs and the electronics are. All the other heaters are totally unobstructed and don't have anything on them, and they're never used. This is the manager's office. This is a notice to comply or vacate, saying that our unit was in unseemly condition because there were dishes in the sink. This is the manager's office. Today's date is...
Don't worry. Does that sound like yelling to y'all? Did I sound like I was yelling? See, I walk my talk. I told y'all in a no, the White Heaven one, the one I just dropped, right on. You know I can't remember all this shit. My last White Heaven, whatever that title is. I told y'all, cuz tried to accuse me of some bullshit. Followed me, not from the third floor, from the middle of the third floor. This dude walked up the stairs. Okay. Now, I didn't tell y'all about what happened on the ground. Now let's talk about it. Because listen, did y'all hear me when I said that they got a call saying a detective had got shot, right? Do y'all know I live on First Avenue? That detective was shot on like 96th Street. Listen, bare minimum, it's a 10-minute drive. Even if you get in, I'm talking about mushing it. It's a bare minimum 10-minute drive from here. I'm talking about mushing it. It's 10 minutes. Because you're going to have to be careful not to whack nobody or get whacked yourself. So that's going to take some time. You can't just be stupid. Sirens blaring and all. It's still going to take some time. Listen to my point. They don't say how long they had made their contact, but they never came to me, though. They talked to three different people, all white folks, and came to the conclusion that I assaulted somebody. Bitch, I've been living here for fucking 8 years. I've never had a problem with a tenant. Never. The closest issue I ever had with a tenant was them touching my laundry. And I'm going to break that down to you real quick. Basic logic. I don't know where your hands have been. So if you've been scratching on your scrotum sack or scratching on your ass and all that, rubbing on your armpits, I don't want none of your nasty bodily anything on my clothes. And I know where my hands have been. You hear what I'm saying? So it's a different feeling. Check this out. When you walk the walk and you walk the talk, this is what happens. See, let me break it down to y'all. The reason why MLK was up there is because all these niggas talk a lot of shit. Let me break two things down to you. MLK had an arrest record. The nigga had a criminal record. And it wasn't for pimping bitches. Can you hear me? Right. It's different. You niggas do not understand. He walked the talk. Your other guys who you guys really think are good. Oh man, he was a militant. That dude was a devil and a curmudgeon to his own people. Malcolm X admitted that he had carried out assignments against black people in the U.S. on this soil. Acts of violence. Got no problem with that though. Right. Now, did I scrape that nigga the week before all that shit had happened? Nope. But I'm blessed that I didn't. I'm blessed that I didn't scrape him because I fucked around. I still got into the same situation and scraped this dude. I'm in trouble. See what I'm saying? I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble because now they try to get two different people to press charges against me. Do y'all know assault 2 comes with a 10-year prison sentence, nigga, if you get convicted? And a possible $100,000 fine? Did you hear me? It's a full-blown felony. Right. They didn't drop my shit to assault 4. Shouldn't even have it. Once again, though, they didn't even come to my unit to ask me what happened. They asked the white folks what happened. What really happened? Like I told y'all, I went down there, told her to come up to the unit the next day. Nothing about no shooting or whooping nobody's ass. The first meeting was semi-peaceable. I go outside. I know, excuse me, I lied. I go upstairs. I realize I don't have my keys on me. I'm like, man, where the fuck are my keys at? I go back down and around. I have to buzz myself into the building. I walk in. The manager, Hannah, says, hey, you left your keys on the desk. I was slightly dishonest because I was like, I knew that. I was like, I knew that. But I knew I hadn't, I knew I didn't have my keys. But I didn't know that they was in there. I had took them out of my pocket, set them down on the desk while I was making that video. Point being this, I'm telling everybody, I'm telling y'all this, right? They have a whole nother take on the situation. So in which meeting did you hear me doing some yelling? Because I had to come by twice. The only reason why I went by a second time was to pick my keys up. The lady, Deborah Brody, she rolls up after I'm talking to the chick because I'm telling her, I'm like, man, you're wrong for what you did. She's trying to dismiss me. I was like, you know what? It's all right. I was like, that's why you look like a boy anyway, bro. She's like, huh? I said, you look like a boy, bro. Oh, that must have hurt her. That must have hurt. That must have cut deep, y'all. Telling her she looked like a boy must have cut her all the way. Ugh, okay, the first cut is the deepest. Okay. That was my first. That was my first real. Okay, don't worry. First cut is the deepest, baby. I'm gonna get. Got you. Got you. Now, the police officer Goki, I want to know how long of the recording did he hear? I'm about to have all this shit subpoenaed. I'm about to have it all subpoenaed. Right on. I'm gonna wait because I want them to try to get rid of it. This shh. Because I'm gonna see how many records they have that are older than that date on hand if they don't have all that stuff on hand for that date. They fucked up. I'm gonna break them down, y'all. Shotgun style, like they taught me in the Marine Corps. This is a bag. I ain't threatening nobody with no fucking pistol. Oh, so we're down in the laundry room with no cameras, no nothing. You reach and I have a gun and I don't just blast you with it after I punch you and put you on the ground. I don't just shoot you in the back of your head and then go upstairs and get rid of this chick. Come on, man, that's fake, bro. That's fake news. Nigga, what happened was this. Right. See what I'm saying? Right. You're telling me you would have attacked me and you wouldn't have got fucked up behind that if I had a weapon? You're lying to yourself, bro. You're lying to yourself. The bulge in my pocket was my cell phone and my little dagger. Where's my dagger at? I keep this dagger with me at all times. Punk ass motherfuckers want to lie and shit and try to get a nigga caught up. Give me a second, y'all. Because I'm going to tell you, look, you're right. That's the gun handle, huh? Okay. Check this shit out. Bitch ass dude. Here's what happened. When he followed me down to the laundry room, I punch him one time. He goes the fuck down. At that point, he's completely vulnerable. If I had lethal, violent intentions, I could have exercised them right then and there. This dude would not be here. That's a fact. That's not me being threatening or nothing like that. That's a fact. If I had lethal intent towards her, I would have hurt him and then went up there and hurt her immediately. It makes zero fucking sense. It makes zero sense. The bitch even said there was no weapon seen and I made no fucking actions I didn't do anything. See what I'm saying though? Motherfuckers lied though, right? And the police, as opposed to doing their job, didn't even come to my fucking unit to talk to me while I was at home. Bitch talking about she seen me come back into my apartment at whatever time. Okay. Were you standing on the fucking floor watching the door the whole time? Oh, you see me coming to the front, huh? That means I wanted you to see me coming. Because if I want to leave this bitch, there's two ways I can leave. I can go out one exit, I can go out the other exit. You will never see me if you're not right there. If I want to be seen, I walk into the front entrance. I want it to be seen. Funniest part is, though, the guy that they said who claimed he was Jeff LaRose was my bro, Brandon Johnson. Brandon is a fucking tank. For them to try to say that he matches my physical description, you're lying, dog. You're just a liar, cuz. That's just two black dudes, some racist ass bullshit. I got to get all that shit subpoenaed. Like I said, if I had violent, wicked intent, with the hands alone, I could have just dusted them. What's up, Martin? My brother. But with the hands alone, I could have got these niggas out of here. You know, fucking gun. And while we were scuffling, my phone falls out my pocket. My dagger falls out my pocket. No gun. Bitch ass nigga lied on me. And why didn't you call the fucking cops if you thought I had a fucking gun? Why did you go down there and try to confront me? Make it make sense. See, I walks that talk, bro. It's different, Martin. I'm out here living this life that these niggas don't even understand. It's like, bro, like, what are they talking about? It makes zero sense what they're saying. To imply that I threatened you with the weapon, this man follows me down to a room where there's no camera. There is no camera. There is no camera. I would know if the cameras work because before this manager got on, they had him on all the times in the laundry room and in the hallways. And the little green light would be on the camera. I can't even see the green light. And if unless you're telling me they have some kind of subtle robot mode, then I'm like, I need that shit subpoenaed because it'll corroborate what I'm saying. Bitch ass nigga tried to corner me to a washing machine, then yelled at me after I told him, hey, bro, just go and enjoy your day. Got uber hostile, so I blasted him. Then I asked him, are you done? Nigga, listen, this is me. I asked this dude, are you done? I put my hand on his shoulder like, yo, chill, dude. Chill. He fucking grabs me by my ankle picks me. Word. And then now we're grappling. Bitch ass nigga tries to put me in a rear naked and tells me he's gonna fucking kill me. Now, nigga, my finger's still fucked up. Not from punching him, but from having to literally wrench his whole arm up because he's going full strength and squeeze my head out and get free. Like I told y'all, I bested this dude on the ground. I bested him. Okay? He was no fucking match for me. If I had wanted to end this dude's whole existence, it would have happened that day. Fuck the bullshit. If I had any kind of lethal intent, he was dead. When I first punched him, that nigga went down to his fucking hands and knees. All I had to do was knee him one time in his fucking head and then put a fucking choke on his bitch ass until he stopped fucking moving. He was in no position to protect himself. Right. I got a bag on my hands. Right. How I know he didn't shoot no fucking gun. He got his ass whooped. Where was the gun fired at? Since they ascertained where, tell me, but how the fuck I know it wasn't him? The fuck out of here. Do they know while I left for a job interview, my homeboy was here? The cops came and asked him, was he Jeff? He provided his ID to show that he was not Jeff. And they tried to say that that was me on the paperwork. Their paperwork, nigga. They fucked up. I'm pissed off because, bro, I'm just like, I'm tired of these niggas acting like they do this shit. They don't do this shit. These niggas want donations. These niggas want charitable donations. For what? You niggas ain't did nothing to nobody. And you ain't got nobody lying on you like that. The bitch could have got me killed. That's why I'm pissed the fuck off. Cops could have came up to my unit 10 fucking deep, smashed the door in, and just shot this bitch up. Then what? Didn't threaten you or nothing. There's nothing heard on the fucking video. Oh, this is yelling? This is yelling. They call this yelling, y'all. They don't want to hear me yell. See what I'm saying? They project all their weak ass shit onto me. Because they're fucking weak ass niggas who have no spine, no backbone. Do y'all realize that they had me in solitary confinement behind this shit? Do niggas realize that part? I was in solitary confinement, cuz nigga, for like 3 days. Listen, I've been locked up a bunch of times. Been in solitary confinement one time because they moved me from the tank because these niggas was ready to riot behind the shit I was saying. And I wasn't even doing nothing. I wasn't. I was just telling people how to combat their cases, what they need to ask their lawyers to do, this, that, the third. They moved me about the tank and put me in a spot where niggas is murderers and stupid shit like that. 23-1. But I was only there for like 8 or 9 hours, so it didn't really matter. Nigga, I'm in a 23-1. As soon as I get done with processing, I make 2 phone calls. Neither one of them go through. Check this shit out. I'm literally, 23 hours in the cell, 1 hour out. Everybody asking me what I did. What'd you do, bro? Did you whoop somebody's ass in the jail? Nah, my nigga. They arrested me on assault too. Niggas is like, really? I'm like, really? They violated me, y'all. Listen, man, I had to do a strip search and shit, nigga. That's a violation of my persons, nigga. I'm suing these niggas, bruh. Like I said, if I wanted to do something bad to that dude, I was all well within my power to do so. I exercised none of that. I asked this nigga, I'm telling this dude to keep, bro, go enjoy your day. And like I told him, nigga, you attacked me, motherfucker. Shit. You came there, you follow me, you bitch ass nigga. I didn't do shit to you. I didn't threaten that bitch and I didn't do shit to you. They charged me with assault too. I never strangled him. So how could you? I never even tried to choke him. I had to escape his means of trying to hurt me like that. Because I was being peaceable. If I had wanted to hurt that, listen, y'all, listen to what I'm saying. In my attempts to be peaceable, I still knocked this dude's tooth out. On accident. I swear to God, it was not on purpose. I promise to God, I did not punch this dude's tooth out. They're saying I punched out one tooth and then chipped another one or whatever. I didn't chip his tooth. I didn't break his tooth. I didn't knock his tooth out on purpose. I didn't concuss him on purpose. None of that was done. Listen, when I asked him, was he done? And he grabbed from my leg and I blasted him a couple more times. Listen, that's what you get, bro. You came down here fucking with me. Then I mercifully let you go after I get your back not once, but twice. Right. I don't fucking try to kill you in here, but you tried to kill me, you bitch ass nigga. If I had showed him the same energy he showed me, listen, brothers and sisters, either I would be on the run, dead, or already in jail. That's it. That's it. Because they would have listened to the shit and they would have been looking for my black ass. I'm just telling y'all what it is. Had I utilized the same intent he came there to me with, even in the shit he says he reached for me, right? You saw a bulge in my pocket. So if that had been my nigga, who the fuck are you to reach For me, you bitch ass nigga, that could be my wallet or anything, you fuck boy, but you didn't reach. You got mad, you yelled at me, nigga. I said, hey, bro, I want you to go ahead and go. I don't have to fucking go anywhere. That's exactly what he said. Boop! He was blasted that quick. Fuck it, bro. You don't have to go nowhere, nigga. You follow me fucking two fucking levels down this bitch, all the way through a hallway, all the way into the laundry room, nigga. You must want a fucking problem. I'm not jumping out this fucking window to avoid you, but your bitch ass again. Once again, had I thrown him out that fucking window, we would be having a different conversation. He'd be scarred for life and fucked up. I walks the talk, my people. I walks the talk. Officer Skeets don't want no fucking problems. That's why they came here 3 deep and they came with a brother. And the brother, Officer Holmes, that nigga didn't even know what the fuck was going on. He's the one who really fucked their whole case up. This nigga didn't know who I was. This nigga was like, Mr. Lee, Mr. LaRose. They were like, nah, he's Demetrius Jones. He's like, okay. Then he reads me my rights. It's all right. Word? It's all right. That's why I ask these niggas, y'all hiring? Because they don't realize I'm about to try to defund the police with a lawsuit. I don't want them to be defunded. Give me some of that money. Fuck you niggas. That's how I feel about them. They put me in that kind of position. Look, in my whole life, I think I've been PR'd once. I need y'all to understand. They dropped the charges from assault 2 to assault 4. But because you had me arrested on assault 2 charges, nigga, they violated me as a person, nigga. Fuck that. That's yelling. What you just heard was yelling. Guarantee you, I will never, ever, ever comply with the police again. Ever in my life. There will be no compliance. I'm going to comply with myself. If I tell me to calm down and to go with you niggas, I'll go. But fuck what you got to say. You bitch ass niggas. Came to my fucking apartment and lied and said you was here to do a welfare check. And I'm like, that's kind of awkward. Let me go outside and see what's popping. Arrested me right then and there. It's okay. Didn't even want to tell me what I was arrested for. Assault 2 is a 10-year prison sentence, y'all. They want me to do 10 years for defending myself. Because a bitch lied. Check this out. Since I've been out of jail, the bitch ain't been here. Who's wrong and who's right, y'all? No. Fuck that. Tell me, who's wrong and who's right? I got the ERPO already. This same apartment I'm living in, these people had a worker who signed off on a warrant into my home. You don't think they give them that information about this, just this unit? That's it. The one unit you need to be aware of is unit 507. Right. Why? Because that nigga's not fucking playing. That's why. Why would I be playing? Nigga, I'm walking the talk. Like I told a man the other day, bro, this nigga was talking crazy to him. I was like, nigga, I'll lay down my life for a stranger, bro. On principles. Most of these niggas feel like they got too much to lose. Who are they to you? You do realize that these same niggas who will tell you, oh, Jesus Christ, or Jesus, but they'll bring up the Christ's name, they'll bring up the Messiah's so-called name, right? Funniest part is these niggas is worshiping everything under the sun. Craziest part, they're worshiping everything under the sun. Can you hear me? Right. Me just standing up for the people. When I read the Bible to y'all, see, I'm about to do a whole nother 5-book frenzy. But for me this time, I'm going to do it live, but I'm going to do it for me. So that way y'all can be like, damn, he's reading it out loud to himself, for himself. It's not going to be for nobody else. If you learn from it, you learn from it. Because I'm going to be like me just reading it to myself, because I read it out loud to myself more often than not. So I can hear what's being said and I can try to make it make sense. People who read a book not out loud, there's no way they can tell me they understood what I understood. They can't. Because that's how I come to most of these understandings. Virtually almost all these understandings. Like when I read the scriptures, because I read it out loud. However, because I walk the talk, I'm persecuted. Now, what are the chances, y'all? Tell me, what are the chances that you threaten somebody with a gun, you whoop somebody's ass, the cops come and arrest you, and then these niggas lower the charges? I had no bail. I didn't even have bail. This all happened on September 9th. Then I was out, what? I was out the 12th, right? All my days, though, nigga go 2 days without a shower, right? A nigga in there trying to tell these dudes, look, bro, call the police first. If you know you in the right, call the police first. But the thing is, the cops asking me why I didn't call the cops. I didn't know this guy was a tenant. How long has he been a tenant here? I want to know. I bet you it's less. I bet you it's less than a year. I'm willing to bet a dollar to a dime. It's less than 6 months, less than 3 months. Well, from the time where that shit happened, I think it was less than 3 months. He ain't been here for he has not been here since the start of this year. Y'all gotta understand. I see people. Excuse me. I see people because I move around at different hours of the day. So inevitably, I'm gonna see other tenants that guys might not ever see. Understand? I've never had an issue with another tenant. Never. Never. This is the second time in my life I've had somebody say I was gonna shoot him with a gun. And the other one was with the female, a little dirty little black bitch, whom I had to save from getting her whole head busted in Pioneer Square. If you niggas don't believe me, don't believe me. I don't give a fuck. But I'm telling you, I saved that little bitch's life that night. Have the fucking nerve to use that shit as an example against the to get me to get a fucking extremist protection order against my not for me to get one against myself, but for them to get one against me. Bullshit. The little bitch is talking about I'm about to go get my brothers. My nigga was like, man, it was like 20 people on the line that were ready to jump on this little bitch. I'm like, hey, chill. We just gonna. I was like, some of y'all just hang out for a second because the cops might come back. Sure enough, they did. Sure enough, they did. Little females like her, though, you want free shit? You want shit for free? You don't got no fucking money? You don't want to pay for nothing? Who the fuck are you? Okay? This isn't a. You paid to get in that fucking club, bitch. You gonna pay me to eat. Fuck you. Little punk ass white boy talking about, oh, I'll pay for it. I said, you got cash? Yeah, I got cash. Then come time to pay, he pulls out a car. Fuck ass cop gonna say I got mad about a $5 hot dog. No, nigga, I got mad about theft. Nigga, the fuck is you talking about? They didn't pay for it. It's theft. But yet, I have to explain that. Right. They do not walk the talk that they talk. These niggas are talkivist, period. Ask your favorite YouTuber who's about reparations, when's the last time you really punched out a white dude? Shocked out a tooth, on purpose or on accident, concussed him. When's the last time a dirty ass white bitch said you threatened to shoot up the place and whoop everybody's ass? I'm waiting. See, I'm that nigga to ask these questions. Fuck the bullshit, man. Niggas come out here scared to death of their own shadow. I'm not scared of my shadow. My shadow pumps zero fear into my heart. See, I'm going in, and it's just too bad I got to go to work in a little bit. It's too bad I got to go to work in a little bit. It's too bad I have to go to work in a little bit. I'm telling y'all. Because it would be the shit to just sit here and just shoot the breeze. Can you dig it? That would be the thing to do. Man, y'all don't know. I love this shit. I love y'all though. You all. I love y'all. Straight up. I do this shit for you. Right. I do what I do for y'all. Because I don't ever want you to be afraid to defend yourself. Nigga, I went there to fucking talk about a motherfucker coming up to my apartment the next day so they could look at the unit. Look, we ain't never had nobody ever, never in the 8 years I've been here, we've never been through an inspection like that. Never failed one at least. See what I'm saying? I'm not supposed to think that shit's suspicious. That shit is whack, bro. That shit is whack. That shit is straight up fucking garbage. Let me say it like this right here. When you finally realize what's what, and you finally see what's what and who's who, you gonna see. All these motherfuckers who you guys think is somebody ain't nobody. They ain't. Because they too afraid of their own shadows. Like I said, nigga, if I wanted to fucking hurt that dude with just my hands, I could have. So if I had a gun, no gun falls out of nowhere. Nothing like that. The fuck is you talking about, nigga? Trying to get me killed, you bitch ass nigga? Because you got your ass whooped. Didn't call the cops before that, though. Right. That's why I got PR'd, y'all. They're trying to drop this case. They want to drop this shit so that way they don't get. I'm suing the fuck out of Tacoma. Fuck is y'all talking about? I could have smacked these niggas. Been in Ohio, been in East St. Louis, been in Alabama, been in Michigan, been in Wisconsin. What are you talking about? Been in Texas, been in either one of the Carolinas. I got too many people, too many places. I could go to Georgia. What are y'all? I can go to Florida. What are y'all talking about? I'm pleading with the man. I pleaded with the man before anything happened. Y'all wonder why I'm angry talking about this shit? Because that shit, I laughed at first, but it's just like it, right. You laugh to keep from crying, but sometimes you laugh to keep from getting angry. I'm pissed off. When the last time your favorite YouTuber talking about reparations did 3 days straight almost in fucking solitary confinement? When they weren't in solitary confinement, they had body shackles around them. Tell me who? Tell me who? That's right, they don't exist. I'm one of one. I called the police the day after I got out of jail to try to report the crime of assault against my persons. You know, nobody came out. I said, cause yeah, I got arrested for this shit, but nobody ever took my side. And now y'all want me to go to court for this shit. It's like they all seen the shit. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? The judges seen what was wrong. They were like, we can't. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to, but we cannot, in good faith, try to hold this man on this weak ass shit. You guys think I'm playing? You guys think I'm joking about this shit at all? Cause I'm hella fucking serious. Your favorite YouTuber does not walk the talk. Or they're able to criticize and critique other people. When I talk about this shit, nigga, I mean this shit. Nigga, I stand 10 toes, nigga, on this shit. Look. Tell me a nigga that brought up $1 trillion for reparations. You got to go through my whole catalog. What I left for the people. Because I deleted hundreds of videos. So that way, they could not try to do any more damage than what they had already done. I didn't realize the damage that was done. A bunch of Christian YouTubers and church like you, all these niggas copied me. Word? When I say I'm the Otis Redding of this bitch, these niggas don't want to hear that. I'm Otis before he got discovered. If and when I finally get the hit that I really need, it's over. It's done. You can literally put a timestamp on when this shit is about to come to a whole, complete, utter halt. Let me tell y'all something about walking the talk. You know how to prevent crime? Real life? Like 98% of crime? Outlaw driving. Outlaw driving. It's forbidden. The only ones who can drive are police. You can only get on public transport, ride a non-motorized vehicle, or walk. That's it. That's it. Just like that, you just reduce crime a whole bunch. All those places that have their buildings and all that shit way spaced out, all fucked up, they'll relocate to accommodate for their workers. Or they'll build other stations where those workers can do another job. Trust me. Trust me. Outlaw driving. The shootings would go down about 95%. Thefts would go down about 98%. Most assaults would go down almost 100%. Most people don't walk around driving. I mean, most people don't get into a. You go somewhere, you drive somewhere, shit happens. You whoop somebody's ass. Most of the time, if you're walking around where you normally live, you typically know these faces. Like at the grocery store you go to, they know you. You grow a relationship with the people, cuz. I've been going for almost like really. We had There's a time where I took like a year and a half off. There was some funny shit that had happened. And it was not like I was boycotting. I just was like not going there, not fucking with. I would see people, salute whatever, but like I'm not fucking with y'all. But I was able to get outside of whatever I was going through and just say, fuck that. I need to get back in here and get the shit I was getting because it's high quality. And so that's where I've been at. Where they know me, I know them. We have that rapport. But people don't have that kind of rapport anywhere they live anymore. So now we're talking about individuals who don't even appreciate the finer things in life. Think about that. They do not appreciate the finer things in life. I'm trying to give y'all the game, man, for free. Niggas is like, you putting your business. I need to put the business out there. That's why I laughed. That's why I got angry. Right. And I showed y'all my version of yelling versus what they see when I talk up like this right here, right? They call this yelling, y'all. This is yelling at them. But what I showed you when I really was feeling some type of way, that was real life anger. And I never exhibited any of that on those cameras nor towards him. I was like this the whole time. I was like, bro, why don't you go somewhere, man? I never raised my voice at him at all. I told him, like, man, nigga, my father passed away this year, dude. My uncle just passed away a couple of weeks ago, man. I'm like, dude, chill. He was like, you can't go around threatening people with guns, because I was like, I didn't threaten anybody with a fucking gun. And then, you see what I'm saying? We ended up going back to the ground. Like, I hit my head and everything, but they didn't ask me for my side of what happened. Bunch of motherfucking white folks. Now the little bitch Deborah Brody, she undid their whole case. How was she there to hear that, but she didn't hear nothing about no guns? Because no, she was right there. What had happened was I said, oh, girl looked like a boy. That's what happened. Word? That's what happened. And that little bitch, Deborah Brody, was talking salty, right on. And I had walked by and I had tapped her on the shoulder. I said, that's all good. Don't worry about it. And she's like, did you just touch me? Oh, ah. Got off. I was like, oh, I apologize sincerely, earnestly. I really do. And at the moment, I was like, just be sincere. No need to be fake. And we had a little moment where I was like, is everything good? She's like, everything is fine. Boom. So I go up the stairs, cuz, and go get my laundry. Just me putting my laundry together, folding it up, and I fold up my laundry typically before I take it down, so that way I know what's what and I can get it out in sections. So my colors, my whites. You know what I'm saying? Navigate it easier. I know that sounds weird. The only thing I don't really navigate too tough are my whites, because I have a separate sack for that. But everything else I fold up. I just do that. I can't help it. But anyway, um, I just thought it was weird that a nigga was doing his laundry and a motherfucker like tried to attack him. And for a second, I was like, "Do these people have my cell phone tracked or something? Like, do they? Do you feel me? Like, it was weird because like, how did he know I was coming down the stairs? Right? Like, how did you know I was coming down this? Like, y'all gotta understand. I was in here doing my thing, right? But the time it took was the same amount of time it would take for somebody to formulate a plan. Can you hear me? Right? Y'all follow me? A plan like I'm gonna go upstairs, and then if he does whatever to me, just call the cops. Like a sacrificial lamb type of dude, but not realizing like, bruh, y'all literally just lied. You'd have came up here, got your ass beat, or slashed with a fucking sword. Listen, y'all. I don't call this shit the peeler, aka I won't even say the other name. AKA it's his other name. Word? Dude would have came up here and got slapped with the sword. I didn't shoot you down there. I wouldn't. I've had people up here try to act crazy. I've had to take people outside of the building who somehow got in the building, out the building. Nobody else, I've never known anybody else to do that other than myself. I've had people outside the building who don't want to leave, where I'm the only one who's like, hey, you got to go somewhere. I don't care where it is, but you got to go. I'm going to give you a few dollars. And if I see you back over here and you're doing the same stuff you're doing, it's not going to be pleasant. Wow. Me, I'm the only one. There are no homeless people. There was one dude who tried to set up a tent one time out here right in the front. This was like 3 months ago, 2.5 months ago. And I went over there and I said, hey, bro, the tent's going to be gone in the morning. That's it. That's all. I gave him nothing. That was it. That was the end of that discussion. He said, all right. I'm the only one that I know that really does this. 10 toes for real. I'm not standing up for these white folks when I run these little shitty ass crackheads off. Niggas who smoke poop, aka meth. It's not for them. I walk the talk, nigga, because I'm gonna protect minds, period. If you're a beneficiary of me doing what I'm supposed to do, nigga, you benefited. Fuck the bullshit. That's it, that's all. But you're not going to tell me or try to make me to believe that's not what it is. When the sun comes out like that, nigga, he comes out on his own. I don't make him come out like that. Nigga, he's like, I'm tired of it. That's his own job to do. He walks his own talk. He's there every day, regardless you see him or not behind those clouds. And what I'm saying is that regardless if they give me credit or not, I've done what I'm supposed to do as an upstanding citizen. Right. I know where the man lives who sold my father a fatal dose of crack cocaine laced with fentanyl. Is he dead? No. The police do anything about it? No. Right. We're in limbo. Can you hear me? Other people would have killed this dog and killed this nigga, thrown their whole life away. My father is the type of person, righteous man. Unrighteous in other ways, but a righteous man, really, totally. People will learn from their mistakes. Can you hear me? And if you don't know, you don't do it. So if I don't know what's in there, I'm not doing that. I'm not eating it. I'm not doing that. No, if you don't know, don't do it. That was a rule that he lived by that he abandoned. Can you dig it? That's his own problem. I can't stop that. That's my father. I love him still, but that's he had to pay for that. They're not gonna make me not believe that. Nigga, that's me. So how the fuck can they try to tell me to think different? I'm telling y'all this before I get ready to roll in these next handful of minutes. And I mean that because I got to get ready to roll. Check this out. Number one, because I walked the walk the hard way, right on? Right. Not just walk the walk, though, of a real gentleman, scholar, warrior. I went down there. I told her what I asked her. Come up here with the other apartment manager. That's where they got the whole ploy to use that other person. I'm gonna break it down to y'all real quick before we go. They fucked up and they're gonna end up having to pay out like $1 million. Nigga, since I've been here, me and my roommate are out like 100 grand or better, at least 100 bands. But I'm saying 100 bands just on the rent alone, and then whatever else. And niggas is like, that ain't nothing. It's like, nigga, that's money. Word? That's 50 out of my pocket I could have used for something else. 50 out of his pocket he could have used for something else. You see what I'm saying? So how can you live when the money that you could use to do something else with, you got to use just to have a fucking roof over your head? That's just the real life shit. That ain't no faking it up. And that's 50 bands just to pay rent. That ain't food or other expenses, right? And that's over an 8-year period. And niggas is like, oh, that's cheap. It's like, well, nigga, you don't know how to, you really don't know how to manage your money. Because if I was making what you're making, I would just not live where you live, and I would just make it happen. Difference between me and them. But a lot of these niggas been living for free. The people give them everything that they want, and the people are weak enough to give it to them. Me, I'm smart enough to know that I gotta go get my own. So if I done paid this much money here, man, I ain't never had a problem. I'm gonna need sevenfold what I done paid on top of all right. The grievance of the fact that you guys humiliated me, embarrassed me, right? After if I had really wanted to get wickedly evil on this motherfucker, I could have, and I didn't. Chose willfully not to. Begged and pleaded with this bitch ass nigga all before that, not to do anything stupid and just to go enjoy his day. Right on. Let me wash my laundry. Nigga, I'm trying to wash clothes. Listen to this shit, y'all. This is what really happens. Right. They owe me. 7 times 50 grand is 350. I'm gonna say I'm out. I mean, from the van alone, from all the shit I went through with the van, I'm out like 25 from that alone. You know what I'm saying? So we like, that's like 75. That's a bunch of bullshit. I'm out a bunch of money from that shit. Right on. Because I'm including legal fees. I'm including hardship fees. I'm including the fact that I was paying people out of my pocket. A lot of these people are deceased now. All right, they fucked up. Right on, they fucked up. See what I'm saying? Right. I'm ready to bring down the whole system. It's like you niggas want to play a game, cuz let's play a game. Let's see how many dominoes fall if you niggas want to play that game. They're gonna pay me. Trust me. They're gonna pay. Trust me. They're going to pay 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 me. I had to get a job just so that way I could get the money, just so I could get the lawyer, because you niggas have fucked up everything that I had going on. There would be no need to want to sue you bitch ass niggas if you hadn't fucked with me. Right. I got you. You're gonna pay me. Anybody walk up on me acting stupid, I'm punching their fucking lights out. Guess what? Guess what? It'll be with the intent of actually hurt. I wasn't trying to hurt that dude. I'm actually be trying to hurt somebody now. Fuck it. You want me to really hit him with some shit? I got you. I got you. Let me put their ass to sleep. Call 911 from their phone. Can you hear me? Hit that emergency call. Okay? Right? With their finger. Bloop. Bloop. Yeah. Yeah. And you know what they're doing right now in jails? They're doing voice recognition. Did y'all hear me? They're doing voice recognition to use the fucking phones in jail. If you're like a certain level offender, these niggas don't even know. Listen, I dealt with this shit. I synced it. Right. Why that didn't come to my mind earlier? Don't know. But it did. But it just did. If they make it this far, they're gonna hear that. Right. I'd be able to call and they would know who it was anyway. It wouldn't matter. I don't have to stay. Nigga, don't y'all have voice, nigga, y'all use voice recognition to get the shit. So I know that's in the criminal database. So I know for the call that was made for every 911 call in any kind of region that uses the voice recognition, they can listen and hear and try to match that voice to known criminals. These niggas don't even know, bruh. So like back in the day, like where the movies would do would call and be like, yeah, something just happened. And when they hang up and shit like that, now they would be like, yeah, if this dude's been arrested before and we got him voice rec, nigga, he's caught. Or at least we have a so-called suspect. But I'd rather just punch somebody's lights out and be like, yeah, man, I just went home. You feel me? Y'all came and got me last time from the crib, so fuck it, y'all come and get me there again. I had just got done eating lamb chops and shit. Nigga. Oh, man, may God strike me down. A nigga had just got done eating lamb chops before these niggas came and got me, nigga. On everything. Nigga, I'm that kind of nigga. I'm that kind of nigga. Okay? Fuck are they talking about? They're not like me. You feel me? They're not like me. They don't move like me. They don't act like me. All that money and pussy and coward. Bruce Wayne was supposed to encourage you niggas, you black niggas with money, to go out here and clean up your fucking communities. That's what Bruce Wayne was supposed to do. A motherfucker with some bread, so that way I'm gonna clean this shit up. Even if even if what I make money off of is the problem. Uh, uh, uh. The drug dealers are supposed to get their money up and get all the scum out of there. All the righteous niggas who just ended up selling dope. But what do? They just ended up falling by the wayside. And now they mad and now they want to be celebrated by black people. These niggas is weak as fuck, man. Anyway, I said all that to say this. Didn't have no weapon. Beat the shit out that nigga hand to hand. This was the weapon that I did have. So-called weapon. But not a fucking gun. Didn't this is my personal self-protection device. It's plastic. Bitch ass niggas talking all that shit and don't know a fucking thing. And they wonder why I be so aggravated because it's just like you dudes are so fucking stupid that right, she could have got me killed. Then what? Then what? Nigga, the police will never get look, the compliance they got from me that day, they'll never get ever again in their life, bro. Right on? Dude Skeets, Sheets, whatever the fuck that bitch ass nigga's name is. He fucked his career up. I'm about to get paid off of him. Right on? I'm about to get paid off of him. He gave them all the he just gave away TPD's money. This is the kind of shit I'm talking about. You feel me? Don't ever say defund the police. I don't give a fuck about defunding the police. These niggas be taking money out their own pockets all the time. And these dudes have been overly militarized. And they still don't want to protect the streets. Cowards. Anyway, I look at my grandfather, look at us, or, you know, my little my little picture. That's my man's right there. Anyway, I just look at him for encouragement and make sure I don't do no dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? I said, that's right. We do look alike. I won't mess up your rep, homie. I'll only try to improve it like my father's reputation. I ain't gonna mess it up. I'm only gonna try to improve it. He died for the people in the weird sense of it's my purpose. Don't worry. I don't. They don't even know. My war on fentanyl gonna be the coldest war they ever seen. I just have yet to manifest the funds for it yet. But when I get around to it, and it's not getting around to it in like the next day or so, it's like in the year or so when I really start to get like a few thousands of dollars at a time again, where I can start to do some shit. I'll just I'm gonna make some moves. They caught they got enough fentanyl this year alone. They could listen to me. Listen to me, my people, before I leave. This year alone, they've recovered, taken off the streets, however you want to put it, enough fentanyl to kill the entire US population. I salute you. May tomorrow be better than today, and may your next week be better than your last. Will you walk your talk, or will you simply get walked down?